Hi guys! So today I'm going to be making Easter egg shaped cake ball and Easter egg nest in mini bundt cake. The first thing I'm going to do is make the Easter egg cake ball. The ingredients are the Funfetti store-bought cake mix, 2.5 cup cans of cream cheese frosting, 1 cup water, half a cup of oil, 3 eggs beaten, and this is hard candy chocolate covered eggs, a little bit of butter, blue food coloring, yellow food coloring, any color cupcake holders, and a brush. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the Funfetti mix into this bowl. I'm also going to mix the water, oil, and eggs. I'm going to use a whisk and I'm going to beat the whole thing up. I think we have it. We're going to set this aside. And now we're going to use a 9 by 13 cake pan, and I'm going to brush it with some butter. You make sure you also do the side, so that way the cake doesn't stick to the sides of the pan. You can also use cooking oil, like olive oil or coconut oil. I've used every single oil, but I prefer to use butter because it comes out easier when I take it out of the oven. Now we're going to take the spatula and we're going to pour the batter into the cake pan. I'm going to spread this evenly. Okay, about right. And then I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 minutes. So now I have taken out the cake from the oven and I have let it set to cool for about 10 to 20 minutes. Now I'm going to combine the cream cheese frosting and the cake together to make it form into some type of dough. I'm going to get a knife and just cut it. Take this cake, make sure your hands are clean, and just crumble it. I'm going to take half a can of frosting and I'm going to use a spatula kind of just mush it. It's okay to make a little mess. I'm going to make little cake ball into an egg shape. I'm also going to use a spoon, an ice cream spoon, to kind of sort out how to make the mold of an egg. Make sure that the egg is smooth, and then you just shape it so that it looks like an egg. You put it on parchment paper, and then I'm gonna continue making the egg shape cake pop. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for 10 minutes. And then so that way it can set. So after I've taken out the egg from the refrigerator, I'm going to make the icing to pour on top of each of the egg. So I'm going to put 1 pan of cream cheese frosting into a bowl, microwave safe bowl. Now I'm going to drop 1 food coloring of blue into 1, and 1 yellow, 1 drop of yellow food coloring in another. I have another spoon to mix the blue together. You can use any type of food coloring you would like, depending on your taste. Okay, so that is mixed. Now I'm going to do the yellow. Now I'm going to put each of these cream cheese frosting in a microwave for about 10 seconds, and then I will show you how it looks after. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the microwave. However, if you're judging it look a little bit liquidy, you can put it in for about another 10 seconds more. So now I'm going to take about 6 eggs and do 3 colors each, just to show you how it looks. Make sure you put this on a wire rack, because the frosting is going to go on the bottom of the pan, but you don't have to worry about that, because you are able to scoop it out and put it back in there and put it in the microwave for another 10 seconds until it turns into liquid again. Simple. So now we're going to do the blue. And you just pour it over the egg. And do the same for the yellow. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna lightly tap it so that some of the excess frosting comes off of the eggs. So now we're going to put this in the refrigerator for about 5 to 10 minutes so that it just sets. I have taken out the Easter egg from the refrigerator, and now they're a little bit set. You can tell if I touch it, they won't come on my finger. So now I'm going to put each of these eggs into the cupcake holder. We'll start with the yellow one. And gently place them in here. Then I'm going to put them in these cute little Easter baskets that I found. Some of them are going to move, so you may have to use your finger. And the last one. Alright. Now, I'm going to move it aside. You can just leave it like this, or you could just, with buttercream frosting, just decorate a little bit. I'm going to show you how I'm going to decorate it. Little stars, one line on the top, and one line on the bottom. And that's it. And then if it's optional, you can just scatter some hard shell chocolate egg candy in the Easter basket as well. There you have it. Your Easter egg shaped cake balls. So now we're going to make Easter egg nest mini bundt cake. The ingredients are chocolate cake mix, chocolate frosting, 1 1/4 water, 1/2 cup of oil, 3 eggs beaten, hard shell chocolate candy, eggs, butter, a brush, chocolate frosting in a piping bag, green frosting in a piping bag as well, a 6-inch doily, Lazy Susan, as well as the mini bundt pan. Okay, so I'm going to start off by mixing the cake mix. The water. The oil. And the egg. I'm going to take my whisk again, and I'm going to beat this until everything is combined. I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to butter the bundt pan. spoon to put this inside the bun pan. But I'm going to fill it up until it reaches the first line. You don't want to overfill it because then it will literally explode in the oven, and you don't want that to happen. And you can see that I have filled it just before the line right here. I'm going to do the second one. More. Alright. Now I'm going to put both of these in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. So I'm taking out this cake and set it to cool. And I'm going to take this out and place it in the middle. I'm going to cut a hollow circle in the middle of the cake. And then sort of just kind of cut a little bit so it can come out. Now we're going to take the chocolate frosting and we're going to use the glass tip. And we're just going to go from the bottom to the top, just around the cake. Now we're going to do the second layer. Now don't worry if it falls down. You want it to look like it's a nest. And then we're going to fill it all the way into the hollow center. While moving the lazy Susan makes it easier. Okay, now you can go down. And just kind of fix it if you don't like it. Okay. Now we're going to use the green frosting. Make it pipe like a glass. Just at the edges of the hollow that we just made. And then we're going to put little hard shell and the egg around it. And And now, the Easter egg nest mini bundt cake. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment below and I'll be sure to make it happen. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.